Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn International Hospital in the hallway, Roxanne and Jack arrived to one of the office, and Roxanne noticed what it is, and as she faced her husband. Really, Jack? This is the solution? Because I'm telling you right now, you're wasting your time. Look, love, we can't keep avoiding this. You really think that this is gonna help us? Maybe I know it's not gonna change overnight, but we gotta try something here. The fate of our marriage might weigh in on this. You know what? I trust you. That's why I'm willing to give this a go. Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn High School in the hallway, Mildred is waiting by her locker. Tuco came to where she is, and she saw him. Amen. Looks like that mate of yours really came through. Indeed. And as they begin hugging each other, and as Cole holds Mildred in his arms. With you being here, my senior year is gonna fly by fast. Meanwhile, in the women's bathroom, Gwen is looking at herself in the mirror. Just as Rachel came in to where Gwen is, and she saw her. You didn't have to come to school today. Besides, Mom and Dad are still out of town. I know, but they have eyes all around. And as Gwen turned and faced Rachel, letting them know. Besides, we, yes, our aunt and uncle checks on us occasionally whenever we're at home. It is so hard to believe that he's not here anymore. And as Rachel went and hugged Gwen, who returned the favor, resulting in them hugging each other. Meanwhile, at the Brownsville Garden apartment at Mimi and Frank's apartment in Thomas' room, Jan, Charles, and Thomas are talking. How long are we gonna keep doing this? Till my parents come up with a plan. We can't hide out here forever. Do you know when your parents are gonna return? And as Charles faced Jan, who saw, dude, she came with us because there's no way she would know. Oi, I can speak for myself. Besides, there's only one way to find out. Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Clandestine Police in Paris in computer room, Claire, Greg, and Stuart all came in and went to one of the computers. And a while with Stuart getting the floppy disk out and placing it in the drive. While that's happening, Greg said something wrong with his wife. What is it? That photo we seen. One of them on there seemed very familiar. You reckon you know who it is? I have a hunch, but I would need to see that footage again. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in Mrs. Drake's classroom, Lucy, Eric, Joshua, and Oliver are talking. All we gotta do right now is be on guard, all of us. I couldn't agree more. Well, you lot certainly got your hands full looking after Roma, your younger sister, and you with Phoebe. Not to worry, love. You're not gonna get left off, trust me. And as Lucy thinking, I have a bad feeling whoever was watching Eric and I are already inside the school. And as Oliver said something wrong with Lucy. You alright, Lucy? Yeah, I'm fine. I better go see how my sister is coping. Excuse me. And as Oliver turned and went and left the classroom and went down the hallway, walking past a hooded figure, unbeknownst to him and the others, is secretly watching them. Meanwhile, let's get to Doug, who's walking down the hall. Toy arrived in one of the rooms, and as he got the key and unlocked the door and opened it, and see a young woman sitting at her desk who noticed him. Well, seems today is your lucky day, because there may be a way for you to redeem yourself. And how can I do that? Why don't we go talk in my office and all will be clear. And as the young woman got up and went and left the room, followed by Doug. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, Phoebe is looking at the portrait of Ricky Graham along the other funeral display. Just as Oliver came in and went to where Phoebe is. "How you holding up, sis?" And as Phoebe turned and saw him, "As well as I can be. And you?" "Same here." "Where do we truly go from here?" "I don't know, but I'll get us through this no matter what." And as they went and began hugging each other, just as Carol and Steve entered and saw them in a hug. Let's get to Carol and Steve. "Are you okay, dear?" "Not really. We're gonna get through this day and any other day. I know. That's why we need to." "Carol, I really don't think now's the time to reveal that kind of information." Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn International Hospital in Dorothy's office, Dorothy, Roxanne, and Jack are talking. "Thank you so much for agreeing to seeing us at such short notice, Dorothy. You two lot have made the right choice of coming to me, and together, we'll tackle the root to what's going on. How do I go about this? Clearly, getting here wasn't easy, and the issue won't resolve itself overnight. But in time, honestly, I really don't see the point of us doing this, honey. You just gotta give this a chance." Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn High School, Mildred and Cole came in the classroom and went and sat next to each other in the back row while more students began coming in. Let's get to Mildred and Cole who are talking. "Feels like yesterday, yeah?" "Yeah, like I never left the place." "You'll get used to it again. Besides, it's only a couple of months." And as Cole and Sean also came in, and as they head to the back and sat down next to Mildred and Cole, who saw them. "Did your parents find your sister?" "I don't know. They sent us back in a hurry before we even asked." "Not to worry. Jan will be found soon." "I just wonder where could she be right now?" "I just hope she's holding on." And as the woman came in, heading towards her desk, "Settle down, everybody." And as she arrived and put her stuff down, while everyone is still talking amongst each other. Meanwhile, in the women's bathroom, Gwen and Rachel are still in a hug. Soon they pull away. "Your brother and I are here for you." "Thank you. I just want to know the person who stabbed him and why they did it. We need to narrow down the list of who." "I don't think we should." "You know who it is?" "Well, obviously, it was the Collins doing." "We're gonna get some answers to who killed Ricky and why." Meanwhile, at the Brownsville Garden apartment at Mimi and Frank's apartment in Thomas' room, Jan, Charles, and Thomas are talking. And what exactly would that be? That. And as Jan pointed them towards Thomas' phone, and as she went towards it, and arrived and got it, and start dialing her home number, which Charles and Thomas saw. "Dude, you're taking a big risk here. I have to see if anyone came home." "Not to worry, man. We're safe." And as Jan soon hung up, "Nobody?" No. And as Jan turned and faced Charles and Thomas, and even so, I'm guessing my sisters are probably at school right now. I'm gonna give them a ring later. What about you, Charles? What about me? Don't you want to check in on your loved ones to see if they're alright? Meanwhile, in Paris, France, at the Commission DP Polaris Paris and Computer Room, Claire, Greg, and Stuart are all viewing the footage of two people heading to the car with Jan. Stop! And as Stuart stopped the feed, zoom in on those two blokes. And as Stuart started zooming in on the video, do you have an angle where we can see their face? As a matter of fact, we do. And as Stuart switched to another feed that clearly sees the identity of their face. Alright, enhance it. And as Stuart began enhancing its identity, soon Claire and Greg began to realize who it is. Oh my god. You know who it is? Yeah, we do. And I cannot believe this. Well, we can put an alert on them. No need. I have a funny feeling they've already flown the country. And as the footage on the computer is revealed to be Charles and Thomas with Jan. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy and Mrs. Drake's classroom, Lucy, Eric, and Joshua are talking. By the way, did they know who Eric Taylor earlier? No, but I do find it strange though. Why don't we look into it? I'm down with that. Not without me, you two won't. Look, don't bother changing me mine. It's happening whether you like it or not, Eric. Meanwhile, in Doug's office, Miles came out, while the young woman and Doug went in. And Tina and Miss Drake saw them. I sent Miles along with his punishment, which I'll fill you in later. Good. And as Doug went and closed the door, I trust you remember this one. Oh yes, Nancy Hudson. The very girl who burnt down Miss Science Laboratory last semester. I'll let you two get on with it. And as Tina went and left the office, leaving Nancy, Mrs. Drake, and Doug there. Any reason to me getting redeemed? Everyone deserves a second chance. And that, my dear, includes you. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, Phoebe and Oliver are still in a hug. Till they pull away, and Oliver saw their parents. Mom, Dad, and as Phoebe saw them as well. Seems we've been spotted, dear. Yeah, and as Carol and Steve head to where Phoebe and Oliver is. I am so glad you both are here. And as Phoebe went and hugged her mom, and pulled away and hugged her dad, and pull away. It's the others? No, just us along with your uncle and aunt. How's everything going? It's really hard. I just can't believe he's gone. No matter what happens, Ricky's legacy will always remain here, no matter what. I couldn't agree more. His reputation here would never be forgotten. Now, Carol, don't. No, I cannot do this anymore. Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn International Hospital in Dorothy's office, Dorothy, Roxanne, and Jack are talking. Alright, I'll give it a go. Good. Jack, how do you feel? I am so fortunate to be married to my beautiful wife and the 5 amazing kids we have together, including Zach. Honestly, I couldn't be more blessed, and as Jack looked at his wife, you saw having them in my life. Zach was the best thing. Are you for real right now? Of course I am. Roxanne, Let him finish. Sure, because me husband is living in a fantasy in his own fairy tale. Do me a solid and call me when you return to planet Earth. I got patience to see. Please excuse me. And by the way, don't bother waiting up when you get home. And as Roxanne got up and went and left the office. And as Jack turned and faced Dorothy, he saw, well, that obviously went well. Meanwhile, at the Brooklyn High School in one of the classrooms, the woman is facing her class, which includes Mildred, Cole, Courtney, and Sean. Welcome back to the second term of the season. Now, for those who newly transferred or clearly forgot me, my name is Lexi Cartwheel Wells, which is Mrs. Cartwright Wells to you lot. Now, why don't we dive right into it, yeah? And then she got the stack of packets. Take one and pass to the back. And as Lexi went and give the stacks to all the front row students, who all took one and passed it behind them. Let's get to the back while Mildred, Cole, Courtney, and Sean are talking. I was thinking, since your parents are still out of town, say no more. Look, if you two are gonna be doing this, you shouldn't have to hide. The thing is, Sean, my father is a little bit overprotective of me. Why? When you lot are both 18. Even so, man, we still have to go at a slow pace. Besides, Ryan barely handled the idea of us being a couple. And it's to be revealed that we're married so soon. Look, man, I get it. And it's Mildred, Sean, Courtney, and Cole got the packets from the front. Worry not, Sean. It'll be alright in the end. Excuse me in the back row. Are we interrupting whatever this is? And as the students turn and face Mildred, Cole, Courtney, and Sean, who saw. Meanwhile, in the women's bathroom, Gwen and Rachel are talking. Ricky and I were supposed to be forever. You two lot were strong. Just like you. Let's focus on you here. Now we got a lot of ground to cover to our parents' return. Alright, but in the meantime, why don't we begin after school? Sounds like a plan? Now, let's head to our next class, yeah? And as Rachel and Gwen went and left the bathroom, just as the toilet flushed, and as a young woman came out of one of the stalls, having heard the entirety of Gwen and Rachel's conversation, and as they went to the mirror, and soon they arrived and saw themselves. Silly cow. You really believe that Ricky was yours, Gwen? When we all know he was really with me. Meanwhile, at the Brownsboro Garden apartment at Mimi and Frank's apartment and Thomas' room, Jan, Charles, and Thomas are talking. My folks don't need to know every aspect of my life, but they're your parents, I know. I don't need them dictating my every move. Dude, they could be worried about you. I don't want to call them. Mate, she's right. I said leave it. We need to focus on clearing your name. And what good would it be if you're also found as an accomplice? We will cross that bridge when we get to it. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, inside the Dryden Park Academy in Mrs. Strick's classroom, Lucy, Eric, and Joshua are talking. You really are stubborn, aren't you? Well, I am the daughter of Karen and Bradley Goodcharm, just like the both of you who comes from Hannah and Ryan. Alright, there's gonna be a send-off real soon. So after that, we investigate. Sounds good to me. And as Miles came in, and they saw me. Miles, I have some information that I'd like to share with you lot. Well, that's too bad. And as Tina came in, and they all saw her, whatever information you have isn't gonna be shared at all. Meanwhile, in Doug's office, Mrs. Drake, Doug, and Nancy are talking. What do you want me to do? And as Doug looked at Miss Drake, who saw, have the new 3 arrivals came in yet, Faith? Not yet, but should be here momentarily. Now, Nancy, when the 3 of them lot get here, I want you to be their buddy. Make certain everything is updated on school events, not to mention showing them about. It shall be done. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, Carol, Phoebe, Steve, and Oliver are talking. Mom, what do you mean by that? Honey, please don't do this. I'm sorry, but I can't withhold this information any longer. Mom, you really scare me. You remember we had you do a DNA test around Christmas last year. Yeah, I don't understand why you put my sister through that because of a fortune you were told. I'm afraid it's a lot more than that. Your mother was beyond terrified, which led us to us taking action. I take that you got the results. She is my sister, right? What the hell am I saying? Of course she is. Oliver, you're not making this easy. Mom, please say something. I am so sorry, but the test was negative, which means Phoebe isn't not only your sister, she's not our daughter.